Yo, Dom! Why'd you bring the Buster here?
Cause the Buster kept me out of handcuffs. He didn't just run back to the fort. The Buster brought me back.
Shit.
All this time waiting for family.
Then family showed up.
All right, so while you guys are talking to Cole, we play a couple matches.
No, just get him out of the way. Go. Cole, are you there?
Having some camera problems.
Aren't we all? But that's just my face.
Hold on.
Face.
Wrong movie, Pat. Wrong movie.
I mean, for now, you don't know
Although,
where Fast 11
I was gonna
is
say,
going to take us.
Someone had a
like
theory
fucking-
though. Someone had a theory that in the trailer, that's what they were preparing to do with Letty.
You're gonna face off her?
Take her
Well,
face
the
off?
scene with Charlize, and she's like, when she's like, welcome, or telling her to wake up or whatever. They're like, oh, I think Paul Scheer actually was the one who was saying that if it seems like because they're in the lab, that it would be you do the face off and have Charlize infiltrate the group as Letty.
So what I'm hearing
I don't
is
like that.
Whoa, how do you not like? Well, suddenly
That would be
John
awesome.
Archer shows up as the expert on face-offing, and now John Travolta is involved.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Oh my god. There we
And you can Nick Cage in there.
No, he's dead.
go.
Is he though?
Oh, but what if Sean Archer had to go undercover again as Castor Troy? You can get them both.
Exactly.
Probably you could.
They just
they've
kept the
saved
face
it.
on
Awesome.
ice.
Yeah, they've saved it in like in the
no.
Demolition Man goo.
Maybe they just
Yep.
use 3D printing to just make it again.
No,
I
that's
mean-
stupid. You sound stupid.
We have it recorded.
And the weird thing is, though, is that because the way they refrigerated it, it also aged, so it does look like modern day Nick Cage. Not like it's not preserved. Although,
What are you talking
There you
about?
go.
Face.
Nick Cage age? What
I
are you talking
mean-
about?
Oh, you're getting the Nick Cage stands down. Way to go, Ken.
oh no!
They're like the Beehive, but older.
Wait. I'm sorry. I'm very puzzled. Cole, when did you move to the back alley to do your recordings from?
Well, you know, when you gotta
After-
do
after
what you
the-
gotta do.
After they cleaned up Batman's dead parents.
Yeah, exactly. He's filming live from Crime Alley. Cole Garrison is on the scene.
They probably shouldn't have gone to Crime Alley.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
That
bad
that
plan.
is that's where the cheapest movies are at. All right, how do you stay a billionaire? Cheap movies.
Cheap theater.
Oh,
Could we just go to Broadway? No, bitch. Go to Crime Alley. Fuck you.
no, bitch.
Think I'm made of money?
Let's
Yes,
take
I
this
think you're made of
take
money.
this shortcut through Crime Alley. Nothing
You're
bad
literal-
happens there.
Your suit is literally sewn with money inside of it. Shut up, bitch. I don't need this. Embarrassing me in front of my son. Don't listen, Bruce. Bruce, totally unrelated. If I die, avenge me.
This
Like
this
a
is for
lot.
Ken.
Avenge me every day.
Hold on. Are you ready, Ken?
I'm ready.
Oh, damn, that was so anticlimactic.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Cool. Ooh.
Crime Alley's gone.
Now I
That's
want
all
to know.
Batman
Like,
had to do.
that's fine. I
Push
want
it
to talk
over.
about what Funko Pops he has, but that'll wait for another time. He can't hear us now because his headphones are out. But
Your headphones are out.
You showed him, Pat.
oh, he's got a
Ugh.
Witcher shirt on too.
Wait, is
Why'd
this
you-
Henry
why'd you say it
Cavill
like that?
Witcher? Liam Neeson, Liam
Chris
Hemsworth
Hems-
Witcher?
You
Whatever.
get all the names, just not in order.
All wrong.
That's
I
what
might-
that's what the Fast series is missing is a Hemsworth. Like it's
Oh
gone
my
on long enough.
god.
It needs a Hemsworth now.
They already had his wife.
That's true. They do have a Hemsworth.
She got
Yeah.
shot in the face. She got shot in the face.
She's Dom's baby's mama.
Yeah.
Is she a Hemsworth?
She's married to Chris.
I did not know that.
What?
I don't know. I don't
This is
know
all new
their
info.
lives that well.
How
You know,
dare you?
I'm a little upset that you don't know about family.
Oh my god.
Gotta get more frog, Pat. More frog.
Wait. Okay, so Elsa Pataki,
Is Chris Hemsworth's wife.
right? But she was in the Fast movies.
Fast
Two of them.
Five. She is the local police officer that assists The Rock.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's the
Oh, okay. Yes.
her husband is dead.
And then she shows
She-
back up in Fast 7 to get shot in the face.
Yeah,
It's
because she was
Fast
wearing
7,
that
right?
necklace.
I mean, spoilers because we're only
Or is
gonna
it
do the
Fast
first 2
8?
movies, but like, damn.
No, it's Fast
think it
8.
was-
It's Fast 8.
yeah.
Don't
Is
you
that
mean
the-
Fate of the Furious? I think you mean Fate of the
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
Furious.
Fate of the Furious.
F8 of the Furious.
Yes. Control bar of the
Unlike
Furious.
Fast Sin,
Oh god.
fasten your
Especially-
seatbelt.
I'm really surprised they didn't do fasten. For fasten your seatbelt, like Kareem saying. Like I'm so surprised.
I think Dom wrote it and was like, "You marketing guys can do whatever you want with it. Just make me millions."
Question. I'm noticing. Do you want me to call you Tire Giant and Ginger Giant for
No.
the show?
No,
Oh,
it's
okay.
fine.
Not at all. No.
Yeah, this is not JPG's like no, only refer to me as my given name. How dare you use my government name?
His D&D podcast.
Yeah.
I'm in character.
Oh, we are off the rails already. I love it.
Oh yeah. Man,
Alright,
I had to double check. Cause like how much of Fast and Furious do I need to know? Do I need to like the facts and the histories and the years
No.
movies were made? And JPG was
No.
like, no.
No, man. It's called Tangential Giants, not Spit the Facts Truth
This is a
Giants.
very free flowing podcast. I try and add as many facts as I can, and we ignore as many of them as we can.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's right.
okay.
The By the Book Bros is a different podcast. This is the Tangential
Yes.
Giants.
Family don't need facts.
My family's dumb as shit.
What are you talking about? You should go to MIT or something.
Oh man, if Jesse had, he'd still be alive.
Yeah, he did.
Is that a confirmed death?
I mean, I bet
It's not.
they could bring him back. if they
Han was a
want.
confirmed death. And
yeah,
Yeah,
they
no.
fucking do whatever the fuck they please. This is
Except we saw bullets going to
bonkers.
Jesse.
yeah, we
I
saw
mean,
Han explode.
We saw him burn alive and explode like that.
We
was
didn't see him burn alive. I watched part
we-
3. You
we
see an
don't-
empty seat.
We
Yeah.
don't see him burn alive, but we see him upside down, bleeding from the face, and then he lights the car, like the trail for the dramatic Hollywood explosion. That was not a small explosion. I know Fast 9's trying to say like, "Oh, hey, it's totally fine. He found help," but it's like that's not how explosions work.
It
No,
is
it
when Jason
exploded
Statham
all
pulls you out of the
around.
car
But
And
you
I'd like
don't.
to-
and then drags you away.
I'd like to welcome to the pod explosives expert Cole Garrison, or sorry, actually, is it just Cole? Is it sorry?
It's
Should just
Cole.
go. It's just
Yeah.
Cole. All right.
And I think he's not an
Exploding
explosive expert,
coal.
explosive enthusiast, aka arsonist.
Cole Train.
I'm constantly surrounded by things that go boom, and
Yeah.
for the government agent that is stalking me, I'm kidding.
He's not.
We got him.
Finally,
you
all
guys
this comes to
do?
fruition.
What would you do if suddenly, like, you hear a boom and they just come running in, take it down, I get arrested on the spot? What would
I
you
turn
do?
off my camera. I leave the mic on, but I turn off my camera. I gotta hear what's going on.
I definitely keep recording.
I think with my camera off, they can't see me. So
Hey,
it's like
I
it's like
have a
Jurassic
good
Park, right?
mic, so you would definitely hear everything.
Nice.
I just hope you're screaming the entire time. I did it for family.
All right, well, let's jump into it.
Thanks for joining us, Cole. I hope
Oh,
you
you
want
know,
to talk
I-
about.
I thought he was kidding. When Kareem's like, "Hey, you want to be on the podcast?" I was like, "Sure." And then I was like, "Wait, you're being serious? Oh shit. Okay, yeah, let's do this." You want
Yeah.
me of all people? Me?
Yeah, because I think you may be one of two
Three
people,
people?
in our
Oh.
chat that get
Yeah.
excited for the Fast movies. I being the other person.
Yeah. No, Oh my god, I love these movies, and I can't explain why. They're stupid.
We can't
but I
either.
love them so much.
It's been this way for 20 plus years now? 23?
The first one came out in 2001.
So yeah, 2001.
So,
If only there was
Jesus
a document
Christ,
I
it's
could pull as a reference to look at
pre-9/11?
it.
It's in the OneNote.
Jesus.
Yeah, this is 2001.
Different world, man. Different world.
Well, the best part is it's like as different as of a world as it is, they've still managed to keep they've actually gotten lighter in tone.
oh yeah.
Comparatively speaking. I mean, we're going to go through the first two movies a little bit, but as everything with the 9/11 or whatever, it's gotten darker and more patriotic. These guys have done the opposite.
I know what you're talking about. Super serial and dark.
Yeah,
Super
this is
serial.
so
'Cause
true to
think
life.
about it. In the first movie, someone dies. I don't think anyone's died since then.
Retroactively, no. But here's the thing: like, yes, they
A lot
have,
of bad
but
guys
also
died.
they've also sprinkled some magic dust and they come back.
Yeah, they come
too,
back.
so-
Ah,
That's
he's
what I'm saying,
dead.
though.
I can't
Say-
believe Letty died.
But
That lady over there?
Jesse's death is
That
the
lady
only
died?
death that's stuck.
And,
No,
well,
Johnny
and the,
Tran, Johnny Tran
and-
here? Did I see Johnny Tran anywhere?
Okay,
Yeah,
well, Johnny
was he-
Chan's a villain.
Hey. kiss
Well,
my
and again,
shoes.
that's
Hey.
still from the first movie, though. That's
Either-
still from the first movie.
either you die a hero or you live long enough to become the villain. I mean, that's
So if you died in the
or
first
you
movie,
die
you
a
come back.
villain
You
and then
just die a
come back to life to be a hero.
exactly.
Yep, that's actually fact. That's Fast and Furious facts right there. If you want to come back, you're part of this family. Otherwise, go fuck
Yeah.
yourself and die.
That's a
Basically,
And
fast
then
fact.
come back to be part of the family. A quarter mile at a time. Yeah,
So
it's
we just-
weird thinking about part one and
Oh.
realizing this was a Point Break rip-off racing movie. That a large
Yeah.
part of it revolved around stealing DVD players.
I wouldn't call it a ripoff. I mean,
Oh, it's a
straight
ripoff.
An
up-
homage?
It's a scene for scene, almost exact same movie.
If you want to use the word facsimile, we could do that too, but it's
Yeah.
it's just
For-
that's just French for ripoff.
Well, ripoff in like for me, when I hear the word ripoff as someone who's just like not in the legal sense, I'm thinking someone who's like vindictive, like being evil, like we're gonna do this and no one will know. Whereas I feel like they wrote this going, fucking love that movie. Can we put the president's masks on? No, it's too on point. Okay, everything but the president's masks. Okay, here we go.
You know what
We'll
we'll
give them the
do
green
There's-
neon
is
lights.
instead of surfing, we'll do racing.
That's
So
what
the-
these kids today are talking about in
You
2001.
love it.
So the
Street
malicious
racing.
intent is inherent in a ripoff. They have to. Here's the question: can you rip someone off and not even be malicious? Like, I just don't give a fuck. Like, you're neutral to them. Can you rip them
I
off and just be like, yeah, fuck them. I don't
No.
care. Like,
I think that's still malicious. If
That's
Is-
Yeah.
because
No,
it's a knowing
isn't
it's
there-
a knowing act.
but what isn't there a
Like, you knew-
neutrality
you
as
knew-
an option? You knew about it.
by
You just don't
saying
care.
fuck them. That
Okay,
is
but
then malicious.
Take out the fuck them, but to say like, oh yeah, we saw that one before. We didn't care.
If you knowingly know about it and you decide to again ignore it in that aspect, then you're ripping it off.
You're ripping it off. No, but I'm just saying, like, in the understanding that Cole's saying, which I understand, like, I can definitely understand where I'll hear a word, I'm like, no, there's a malicious intent in
That's what I'm
that
saying, that
phrase versus that
The
or
malicious
just rip
act
off.
becomes you knowing about it and ignoring the reality of it.
Well, then this was malicious because they definitely saw Point Break because the whole movie's
Yeah.
just Point Break.
Yeah, but as Cole just said, this is an homage to it. This is like we want to do
No.
what Point Break did, but with cars.
Nobody said that.
Nobody just
Nobody in
said?
the actual movie said that. Nobody
Oh, no.
with connected to the movie said like, we just love Point Break. No. We are making this up. They literally saw like, hey, Point Break came out in like 92. We could just make that movie again and nobody would know.
Yeah, that was,
that was-
9 years. That was 9 years earlier.
Exactly.
What else you want from him?
Maybe wait 10?
The human memory-
Wait the one
yeah.
more year.
Yeah, well, because then you get the decade mark.
Then
Give me the
That's
double
10 years
digits,
special.
baby.
Becomes
Actually,
public
I'm gonna
domain, right? Isn't that how
I'm gonna
public
check
domain
when
works? 10
Point
years.
Break came out. I just pulled
But-
92 out of my ass.
So there's
let
no
me
point
check
where he's
Point
like-
Break.
it's gonna be
like,
like 94, isn't it?
he's like, hey,
Probably.
O'Connor, give me 2. O'Connor, 2.
Well, Pat's looking it up. Do we have any other facts as far as what is it?
The Facts and the
Screenplay?
Furious.
because-
Any more fast facts for anyone?
91! It came out in
Yeah.
91!
There you go. We got the 10-year
Yeah.
mark. Again, public domain, right? Is that how that works?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Maybe
just-
10
they-
years.
They've been
10
sitting
years
on the
and you're out.
script and they were waiting. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it wasn't because they love it so much. Maybe
Or
it
maybe
was, they
this
were just
was-
waiting.
I was gonna say maybe this was like a Deep Impact Armageddon. Maybe they were gonna come
They
out
were
with
just
this,
really
and the
slow
Yeah.
to the finish line. This has been in development.
Guys,
Hell,
guys. We need at least one more pass by the writers. At least one more. They're like, dude, it's been fucking 10 years. Let's just release
Wait.
this.
But you say lick my shoes. It should be kiss my shoes. That solves it. Problem solved. We're done.
Fair enough.
Ted, kiss my shoes.
We
All
can't
right,
afford
cut,
to say all those words. They'll never make the trailer.
Cut the
Lick
check.
is too sexual.
All right. Did you get a chance to? Do you remember them, Cole, or did you get a chance to see them at all?
Yeah.
I want to know where your starting point is.
How do you forget something imprinted on your heart?
It's been a while since I've watched Too Fast, Too Furious.
Okay.
Because to me, that's the worst one.
How
dare you? Tokyo Drift is sitting right there.
Tokyo Drift. Here's the thing.
We'll cover Tokyo Drift. Tokyo Drift is by far the worst
best
one.
Soundtrack.
We
Best
hungry.
soundtrack,
Oh, God
obviously.
damn it. Here goes
We
Pat.
What's
Tokyo Drift has fun.
Thank you, Roman.
that's
Tokyo
Oh, please continue with your bad take.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
What? Okay, no.
I'm kidding,
So,
I'm kidding.
Too Fast, Too Furious tried so hard to move on without Vin Diesel
They
to the
did.
point where they did their best to make Brian Vin Diesel, and it's like this isn't who he is. He's not
he
the
wore-
cool guy.
He wore a white t-shirt though. I was saying, wore a white t-shirt. So it
The
was
problem
like-
is he had sleeves on.
Yeah, there it is.
He doesn't have
Roman
the
took the
arms.
well. That's the difference. They split the baby. They gave Roman the arms and they gave Paul Walker all the dialogue. Or what
It takes
dialogue?
two
it was,
men to become Vin Diesel.
basically.
The best thing about Too Fast, Too Furious is giving us Tej and Roman Pierce, because
Yeah.
those two
Well,
in
like
the
Suki's
later
not even there.
films.
Like Suki's
Oh,
not even
we'll-
there. Just
Yeah,
just
she's not. She's
completely
not,
forget
Kim.
about her.
And
Wow,
she never comes back.
I think
I
she's
mean, was it-
in archive footage in a later film, according to Fast Furious fandom. Okay.
No, she never comes back.
She never comes back. And I mean, outside of being incredibly attractive, like there's like
Hey, she was Tej's girlfriend. They never explained where she went.
I mean, she could be in Fast 11. We don't know.
You know,
know
he's with
what?
what's her name now though, right? What's the girl's name from Game of Thrones?
Ramses.
Yes, he's with Ramses now. It's gonna be
Oh,
awkward
it's-
when she shows up.
Okay.
Suki is coming back.
You
I
think?
mean,
I would-
I feel
I
like
wouldn't be
everyone's
surprised.
coming back at one point. If
Yeah.
if you guys saw Fast 9, right?
Fast 9, yeah.
These
Yeah.
guys have. I haven't.
Okay, so I have only watched parts of Fast 9. I was like, oh, the brother now? I feel weird about it. But when I knew we were doing this, I was like, okay, I'm going to try and find stuff up. And I watched the final scene. Oh my fucking God, Brian's back?
I know.
Well, he never left.
Yeah,
No,
he's
no,
always
no,
been family.
No,
He's
no.
He's
that
never left.
This is the Princess Leia debate. This is a different situation. Like when his car
Okay.
pulled up, I went, what?
But that was it. What do they do? Is that just like a fandom? Like, hey, Brian showed up, everybody's happy, and then we never talk about it again? Or does Fast 10 start with like Brian's car exploding in the driveway? and
Yeah,
them
I'm
going,
gonna say the
"Oh,
easiest off ramp is for Jason Momoa to kill Brian off screen.
Yeah. That is, you cannot bring him on screen. You can't.
Now
I
the
love him.
problem with that though is I think Vin's already basically told his daughter that they're not going to do that, which is why they have that in the last two movies.
Mhm. Yeah, they told him his character was safe, but they
Because
keep trying.
Charlize could have killed him at any point now. He's just sitting duck. He's got no family around him. He's unprotected.
He's just playing with this kid.
Yeah, he's just babysitting right now.
Yeah. Oh my God. Like,
All right, but back to the first movies. We're gonna get to the
Sorry.
first two. Focus, you guys.
Oh, I'm focused on family."
focused.
All right, so the whole series starts off like you said, Pat. We have our what is it? The not Fast Break. The what's the movie they're
Point
ripping
Break.
off?
It's
Point Break.
Point Break.
So
So we have Undercover Cop.
undercover cop trying
Infiltrating.
to infiltrate. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you got it.
Undercover cop trying to infiltrate a crime syndicate, which is just a bunch of doofus 20-somethings stealing high-end at the time electronics DVD players and selling them on the black market. That's the plot. That's the movie.
Yes.
He in
Now,
this cop,
at-
you know what? He may get in a little too deep.
Does he fall in love? Does he fall in love with
Oh.
one of them?
Oh, does he? I don't know. I'll let fate decide.
I-
And yes, he does. He does.
It's so funny
100%.
because it's like there was a time when a single DVD player was like, okay, I can buy a DVD player or I can spend, just the same amount of money and buy a PS2, and like a PS2 is like it costs a lot, but like it's a DVD player, so like that's an economical choice. Like that's where we were at one point, and you forget to process that. It's just like, oh yeah, we were like DVD players were such a high end thing.
Why get a DVD player when VHS are so cheap? I'll just keep using my VHS player for now.
It's a fair point. You can record 3 movies on that bad boy. You can do it on the fast setting
until that tape snaps.
Oh yeah. If you but you do it on SP, you're okay. It's not gonna be the best, but it's not like SLP where you're like a high def at all.
Oh, la-di-da. Oh, I need 3 videotapes to fucking watch The Godfather now. Assholes.
You needed that anyway.
Shut up.
As long as shit.
I mean, that's
my first question though is looking at having rewatched it. I always wondered why Brian, the cop, Paul Walker, never actually looked for Vin's fence guy to solidify any of the evidence that they're going for.
Oh,
because he didn't.
They kept
want
saying,
to.
Yeah.
Well, that's obvious.
Well,
but I'm just saying, like, as a
it.
cop, though, you're like, okay, we suspect that he's stealing stuff. Where does he take it to make the transaction from stolen product to money? If you can at least get that as part of the evidence, we have a more open.
Kareem, you're such a good cop. You should have gone to MIT or something.
Man, you should be going to MIT or something.
I don't even understand.
They never brought that up.
Sprinkle quotes the whole time. Just a heads up.
But they did introduce a fence guy for your boy Johnny Tran.
They did.
Yeah, because they wanted to lead you astray. That was the point. They wanted to give you a trail back to Johnny Tran, so you would suspect him. But are we not going to talk about how Vin and the Torettos own both a sandwich shop and they own a garage? They have 2 businesses. Like,
bullshit, asshole. No one likes the tuna here.
But they have one business that sells shitty sandwiches out of it.
But they're doing well enough. That's the thing that I'd like rewatching. I'm like, wait a minute, they're doing well enough to have 2 businesses.
Well, see, but I think
9/11.
Brian makes a point though, is that all of the stuff they're actually not doing well, and that the shoplifting is what's keeping them afloat. Dom is horrible with money.
Wait, shoplifting? Yeah. They're shoplifting.
Well, they're stealing from the trucks.
Okay, the theft, because like they're not going into Walmart and like, all right, I got this bread. Like, I just want to clarify okay.
And then they sold that bread on the black market.
Exactly.
They sold it back to the truckers.
I'm surprised we never see the shop anymore. They never go back to the sandwich place.
Well, that's one thing.
That's true.
Calm down. You know where we're gonna end up. Hey man,
that's
they
what I'm
blew up
thinking.
the shop. We gotta go to the sandwich shop.
That's what I think in Fast 10 or Fast X, whatever the fuck we're gonna call it. We have
X means 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but
we also had Jason X, that was Jason 10, but it also was called Jason X. That's why I was just like,
oh, I see your brain. I'm
giving it the yeah. So with Fast X, we've got, what's her name? She's fantastic, and I can't remember her name now. The grandmother Toretto.
The Spanish actress.
Yeah.
Latin actress.
Yeah.
Well, we all have computers, so look it up. Somebody.
Rita Moreno. She plays Abuelita Toretto. And,
you got it? Okay.
Yeah. And so she's there. In my headcanon now, she's just been running the fucking sandwich shop for the last fucking 20.
But it's not a sandwich shop. It's an auto parts store that sells.
It has a sandwich shop. They have a sandwich shop. That's where Brian was hanging out all that time.
Has to run the auto parts part. That's the part that makes the money. Brian isn't buying sandwiches anymore.
I don't know. Like I as a person who doesn't own one business, let alone 2, I think I'm gonna call shenanigans. Okay.
I'm just saying. Only one. Let's just put it this way: there was only one person who bought a sandwich that entire movie.
Yeah, right. But
they didn't have other people sitting in the restaurant or at the bar stop.
Once again,
he was the only person that bought a sandwich.
Bullshit, asshole. No one likes the tuna here.
Bullshit, asshole. No one likes the tuna here. Yeah, well, I do.
Well,
not a sandwich.
Exactly.
I mean, would you want to eat a place if you knew, like, they disagreed with you, they beat the shit out of you in the parking lot? Like,
also,
I mean, you got to earn that sandwich.
What if the sandwich shop was just?
I'm sure those are the early prototypes for Subway. That's how Subway was going to make its name. That's how we differentiate ourselves.
You were looking for the fence. The subs. You looking for the fence? They were just selling DVD players out of the sandwich shop, dude. That's how they. That's
so
how they
smart. Ryan was a shit cop. Just totally missed it. Fucking, they're like, people keep coming in and leaving with packages like, pretty good sandwich.
I'd like to get an order for 3 foot longs. Get them out back. Like it's a box.
He
just
just
DVD
never
players.
like. Just
His eyes were
meandered
staring at
around.
Mia the entire time.
Entire
I mean,
time.
like,
just
we all
just people doing drug deals and whatever off to the side. He's just like, oh,
Well, because I mean,
you're
to your point though, Ken, or I mean to Pat's point about him being the shitty cop, I'm like, he snuck in to Hector's, which is the Mexican dude's place. He snuck into Johnny Tran's place. He never found out where Dom hid any of these DVDs at.
the sandwich shop.
So I'm saying he goes to the sandwich shop every day.
So
Yeah,
I have a theory. I have a theory.
Yes.
Because it's not just hiding the DVDs. They steal the whole fucking truck. So I think part of the rest of the night is they drop off the truck to who's buying it, and it's just buying it. It's the money in bulk. Like
This is just
the middleman.
wholesale.
Oh, so yeah,
Yeah.
so,
So they,
it's
so they,
like
they,
so they're
they get
buying
a truck,
DVD
and, they
players
get a
and
truck
a truck.
as well.
That's part of the purchase. Yeah, it's part
Like,
and parcel.
They just drive and they go, "Hey, we stole this for you." They go, "Here's your money." They go, "Thank you," and then they leave. And then they just get in the truck and just drive off.
What are you gonna do with all this money? Gonna put it into racing and make nothing out of it. It's perfect.
Yeah, I'm gonna constantly
And
but-
my sandwich shop dream.
Okay, so yeah, he's got the sandwich shop. He's got the his own auto shop. He's also winning money hand over fist at races.
Yeah.
He's doing just fucking fine. I don't know what he needs a fourth income for. Okay, like
I don't know
what
why
the
he needed to steal the DVDs if he's making that much money with street racing, because that was not like a small pile of money. That was like a huge stack.
Hey, man,
Easily 4Gs. Easily.
it's Gold's Gym is expensive.
Well, so was the
Ain't
cars. Apparently, that's what they try and.
Yeah, that's
imply,
really
that
like those cars
fixing
are
the cars are expensive.
10-second car. That shit ain't
It's not made in a garage at all. Absolutely
No.
not. You got to buy it.
Basically. So you got that issue. We also have the shitty propaganda from Brian's end, where none of this case makes any sense. Where they're like, oh, we gotta try and protect the truck drivers, so to speak.
So
Without
they
putting
don't
at-
retaliate.
Well, I mean,
Yes.
without also involving fucking highway patrol.
it's
You can't
all.
trust
their
highway
jurisdiction.
patrol.
Yeah, you can trust Eric Estrada. Come on, you get
Yes.
the chips in
Fuck
here.
no,
Get that noise.
They were 2 motorcycles.
man. Oh, that's right. I forgot the truck driver and like the last one had the shotgun.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
gonna bring that up.
He's
I'm
like
hoping that truck
vigilante
driver.
justice, bitches.
I'm hoping that truck driver comes back as a villain because he's the only one that's ever defeated Dom.
That's
Yeah.
true.
That's
He's-
fair.
That-
If you watch that movie, he's a 1-man fucking wrecking crew.
He fucking stopped family.
Watch.
What if
That's
he's the
Jason
main villain
Momoa.
after all? Yeah. What if he's the main villain after all this? Like the guy paying Jason Momoa is this guy who's just like, fuck you, Toretto.
Did he go fence his own DVDs and start his own criminal enterprise?
Yeah, and then he set up a sandwich shop. He started racing trucks.
He just mirrored
Yeah, it's
Dom
like,
in
I'm
every
gonna-
way.
Exactly.
Ostracize his brother for killing his father, but not really.
Spells his name backwards, Mod.
Yeah. Was trying so hard to live a normal life. Just being a truck driver and supporting my family. But what do you
I got
do?
fired, you son of a
Wait.
bitch. They asked me why do I have shotgun holes in my truck.
Yeah.
Did you say family?
Yeah.
I work
my
alone.
Family was important to me.
Fuck
And you
family.
took it. You took my family away from me.
I work solo.
Family.
But yeah,
Hold
he's
on,
the
let
only
me-
guy that's ever racked up a win against Dom, and it's pretty amazing. He took out
I mean,
basically 3 people.
Yeah.
He took out Letty. He took out
Vince.
No, I forget.
Vince got.
and Dom.
Vince-
So Vince getting shot made sense because he's next to the door and the bullet just goes through the hole and it like grazes
Yeah.
him. When the truck driver shot the engine of the car, I'm like, this is the smartest truck driver I have ever seen in films.
Yeah,
There is
Like,
and he does it while he's doing like 85 miles an hour.
yeah,
There is a-
he's
Go ahead.
oh no, I was just gonna say he's reloading, he's aiming, he's taking out engines. It's Jason Bourne behind that fucking truck.
Yeah,
There is a cut scene where it is just him prepping for this. You know it. There's got to be like a cut scene.
Oh,
Or just,
they're
like at the target range, like fucking doing burnouts in the parking lot. Like, yeah, I'm ready. I can do it now.
I'm
his
now
brother
eager
was
to
one of the
see.
bad.
I'm eager to see Fast 11 or Fast 12, whatever
I
this
do
wraps
too.
up with. But
I wonder if they flash back and it's just a scene like that cut scene you're talking about, Pat. It's just Brian going to him, telling him that this is going to happen, all in the hopes to get closer to Mia. If I can rescue people in front of Mia, she's going to love me.
Oh, we'll bring this back even more.
And then it just really got out of hand.
Hold on. We can bring this back even more for Fast 11 to make this thing. The truck driver, not only has he been prepping and he was doing all this stuff, and now he's the overarching villain, he's the one Dom beats with a crowbar.
No, we already defined who he beats up.
Who?
The guy that he thought killed his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he lives.
But why couldn't that still be that guy?
Oh, shit, you're saying it. Oh, he's the truck driver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Try to fuck with me again, you son
We're
of a
bringing
bitch.
it all back.
I gotta lay down.
If that happens, by the way, I just want my royalty check. Like I want Hollywood to hire me.
You're gonna check right next to Dwayne Johnson. No check, bitch.
It's still all right. We are way off topic in terms of even looking at part 1 and 2.
I would say we're right on target. We're still talking about Fast and the Furious. There's no.
Yeah, we're still talking about the first
fair.
one. We're
This
just
is
coming
not
up with some
this
theories.
is not a Space Jam scenario. We are good.
That's
still.
fair. That's fair.
I mean, again, there's not much to this plot. I mean, it's like you said, you have stolen truck stuff. I mean, if you're gonna walk through the movie, it's basically Paul Walker fumbling his way as a cop through everything, and should have
He's
gotten
a
caught
really
many
bad
times.
cop. He's a
Vince
really
knew about him
bad cop.
early.
The
You
all
gotta understand, dude. He blew out his knee when he was going to Utah State. Like that's not his fault, okay? Like
He doesn't want your life.
It was a weird side note. As a Fight and Anteater graduate that was in the same division as Utah State, fuck Utah State. All right, just
Yeah.
in
I
general,
can second that.
trash school.
Let's just put it this way: Vince couldn't work a microwave, but figured out he was a cop. That's how you know you're bad.
okay, but no, he didn't figure it out because you're saying Vince. Sorry, I'm getting
Yeah, Vince figured it out.
Vince from fucking day one's like, fuck this guy, he's a cop.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about Vince is when he would ever call him a cop, it was never he's a cop. It was always finger point. He's a cop.
Yeah.
There was
Otherwise, Don wasn't listening.
No.
Tom doesn't listen to anything understated. You gotta really
Hey,
over exaggerate.
If you can't take advice
he's
from a
also
guy
a
in a
bad manager,
fishnet
is what you're
wife
saying?
beater,
Yeah.
who you can
That's
take advice from?
That's fair.
Fair point.
He's like, I can't take you seriously when you wear that shirt. Okay, just go off to Torque, the other spin-off movie that we're gonna bring back at the 12th movie. You would remember
also-
Torque?
Don't
yes.
tempt them. Don't tempt them. Why would you say that?
Now we're gonna
Torque-
remake
have
it.
to deal with
It
that
had
shit.
Jamie Presley. It's awesome. Well, it had Jamie Presley. I should say. I'll stop there. I don't
You
know.
can
if
say
Jamie
she's
Johnson-
awesome. Yeah.
She is awesome. She's phenomenal. I love
Yes.
Jamie Presley.
Judging us for Fast and Furious, your ass is watching Torque.
Yeah.
Hey,
Come on.
I'm just saying. I watched
I'm
a
about
couple
to
of
mute
Fast
you.
and Furious. Fair enough. Fair enough.
The other question I had is where does Leon and Vince live, and are they paid by Dom? Because if he's got employees, you're right. He can't be doing too poorly.
I don't think
Oh,
Dom has
but-
ever paid anyone.
Well, then how are
sandwiches. He
Vince?
pays them in
then how are
sandwiches.
Vince and Leon doing? Living life.
Oh,
Sandwiches.
Okay.
they
Well, because they show up separately, so they live somewhere else. They do other things.
well,
Vince
I'm
lives with his
assuming-
parents.
Yeah. Oh God.
You think so?
And then Mama told him he's a cop. He's a cop. He didn't listen though. He didn't listen. That's
That's-
okay, sweetie. That's okay.
That is
Okay.
probably the
Wait.
most accurate thing ever.
Leon reappears and has a cameo in Fast 5.
Yes, because he's
Does he
living
really?
now. Yeah, he shows up again, and
Not Vince.
He's living in Brazil. Yeah, Vince.
No, Leon.
No, I'm saying Leon.
Oh,
Where the fuck does?
Oh.
I know.
Really?
I know. Yeah, it's according to the wiki.
Wait,
The
was it cut though, or was it like? Do we actually see it?
It just says cameo appearance. I don't know what that means.
I need to go back and watch that because I feel like I've missed.
I mean, we're gonna
'cause
get
how
there
is he?
eventually.
How is he not part of this family?
Because he's a cousin. He's just it's
At least they
he's
gave
there
Vince
later.
a send off.
yeah.
Hey.
Wow. What does it say? What Leon's doing in that scene?
It doesn't just says cameo. I mean, but also don't forget this is also a franchise. It also has an animated series on Netflix. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff going on in this
Yeah,
this
but
series.
Leon's one of the original. Like he's like the Fantastic
He
Four. He's like one
probably
of the
just-
founding members.
Probably just walking by, and they're like, "Aha! There you go." It's like, okay.
But
he
Leon
happened to be
again,
in town
They're like,
that day, and they're
"Hey, wait,
like, "Oh, we caught him on
that-
camera. It's cool."
Is that Johnny Strong? Johnny, get over here! Like he's just like going through the trash. Oh, what now?
I'm also hoping that maybe Leon is the final villain because everyone's turning their back on his ass.
Because they just left him. It's
I
like
hope it's-
Leon.
Yeah, he turned state's evidence.
Leon's
rats out
been,
the whole organization.
I've got it. Leon's been the caretaker for Jesse. Jesse's has been in a coma since the first movie, and Leon's been taking care of him. Jesse comes out of the coma with no money, comes out of the coma, and he's like, "We're gonna get them for fucking with our family." And then
I should have gone to MIT. I got the brains to come up with a plan.
Exactly. So now it's Leon and Jesse versus the Toretto family.
If here's the thing, if Leon comes back and people are like, "Why are you so mad?" He's like, "You forgot about me." That would be calling out the whole fan base. I think that's brilliant. If it's Jesse too, I just feel dirty because I felt bad when he got shot.
Well,
I mean, I guess
as we mentioned though,
you're robbed of that, but also they take out 2 helicopters with 1 car. Like they don't care about any type of continuity of reason. I don't know what to call this.
I'm trying to think because Toretto is on the run. The moment Fast One ends, he's on the run, so he's out.
Yeah,
and Brian's on the run too at that point. So they're both out of the picture. They may not know Jesse.
No, Brian's casually walking into the thing at the end. He's just
he's walking away.
Yeah, I gave him a 10-second car.
Yeah.
Brian gets cut as a cop.
Mia is still around. Mia would have.
Mia should be on the run.
Alive.
No, Mia should be on the run.
How dare you?
No, Mia comes home from.
She's aiding and abetting.
No, she leaves the sandwich shop that day, comes home, sees Jesse in the street, and is like, "Ah, damn it!"
All right. She's holding
goes inside
Jesse.
the house.
Remember, she's there when Jesse gets shot.
And locks the door for 7 years.
She holds Jesse as Dom decides to not call paramedics but run off. So yeah, I think Jesse has a reason to be upset if he comes out of the coma. You left me for fucking dead.
I love the story. I so want it to happen.
Yeah,
Jesse and Leon get revenge.
Because again,
Dom
instead of saying call the paramedics, he just hops in a car and leaves.
He comes out like MODOK, just like
in his Jetta.
In his Jetta.
That's surgically attached to his body.
Fastest Jetta ever. It's 11-second car. It's 11 seconds close.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. No, here it is.
Okay.
Jesse's dad, because remember, the whole reason why he was racing is to give his dad a gift when he gets out of prison. Comes out of prison, is pissed at Dom for not only letting his son get shot and killed, but doesn't avenge him at all, really.
Yeah,
and has been waiting this whole time to wait for him to come back into town.
No, they got Johnny.
They got Johnny Tran.
They got Johnny.
They avenged him.
Paul Walker did.
I mean,
Dom ran off.
That's fine.
That's family, though.
So he's after Dom. Okay, and he's like, no, Brian did right by my son, but you're gonna get it, and I'm gonna use my team of experts, truck driver and Leon.
Remind you though. No one's relaying this information back to him either, though. He has no idea who Brian is. All he knows is Brian's a cop that got his son killed.
Just to stick with the current theme of Fast and Furious actors and stuff, it's gotta be Sylvester Stallone is the dad.
As the dad? Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm on board for that, mainly because then we could have Tango and Cash, because we already had Kurt Russell. So we can get if we can get a Tango and Cash tie in here, and when Sylvester Stallone comes in, he has that tricked out black SUV from Tango and Cash.
That'd be pretty cool.
Though if
Satan,
just looking at Jesse's headshot that he was Van Damme's kid, I wouldn't disagree.
Oh
yeah,
damn it! Just a full Expendables crossover. Is that what we're going for?
That would be amazing.
That'd be pretty cool.
Jason Statham has already been in both, right?
Yes.
He plays the same type of character.
Yeah.
Well, he plays the same type of character in every movie.
Yeah.
So it's easy. It's an easy transition.
That means
I actually want to see Jason Statham play the same character in a romantic comedy, though. That would be awesome.
Isn't that Crank?
I guess Crank could be considered a romantic comedy.
Oh, him and Abe Smarter.
That is some kinky shit. No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
No.
Why are you kink shaming people, Cole? That's not. Yeah. We are a sex positive podcast. I don't know why you're.
That's not a romantic
don't be
comedy.
Yums.
It's
don't
not
be
like
yums.
Electric nipples. Ah, that's not a romantic comedy. That is Pornhub. I'm sorry to say.
Getting railed in the middle of the street.
Were there scenes in there that were meant to be funny? Yes. Was there a romance? Yes. I mean, by definition, romantic comedy.
Well, then I shelved that at the wrong shelf at Hollywood Video. That's on me. Then. I really
find someone to rub against. It causes static electricity.
He treated me like his hot little whore.
Hey, that's a little too much information.
I probably should have put that in another section. I'm sorry.
I can see Ken switching up the Snowman movies on purpose.
Jack Frost.
Yeah.
This is Jack Frost. Yeah, no, it's perfect. Go ahead. There you go, kids.
Yeah.
Good luck.
But I mean, I think I mentioned earlier about the family thing. We get Dom creating his family, right? He's picking and choosing who wants to be in his family. What we leave out is the family of everyone else. Like they mentioned that like Dom and Letty have known each other since she like lived next door or whatever, or across the street. She lived in the neighborhood. Where the fuck is Letty's family at?
Dead.
Okay.
Dead.
I guess that answers
Dead.
that. Or Brian's family, which
Dead.
I think someone had also predicted, and again, this may be Paul Scheer as well, predicting that Brie Larson plays Paul Walker's like sister or something.
That would make sense.
Yeah, all right.
That's
They-
fine.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it seems like no one has. It's like I don't know. No one has a family
It
doesn't matter when you just
outside of Dom's family.
Yeah, because you just create a brother that you can't see just out of nowhere, which makes
Yeah.
sense.
But again,
That's why you couldn't.
but
he was in
that's
the
still
first
part of
movies.
Dom's family.
He was there
I'm
in every
saying,
scene. He's just like
like
I want a recut now of this like John Cena. Like, why is no one listening to me?
No, I just want a recut of every scene. He's just doing this.
that's why no one saw him.
Look, the
The
hardest.
best part
thing-
is he's doing this and it slows down, and then you see him.
Oh, well played.
He was too busy doing this.
The hardest
Camouflage.
thing about fast movies is Brian was the straight man for the franchise. Of all the crazy shit happening, he was that, which is what has been missing for all these movies. So adding Brian family members makes the most sense to me, just because they need to fill that void. I don't think Brie Larson's the best choice of being like a serious person, but like whatever
She's a
it
little
takes.
too big of an actress, and is probably gonna like there's
Gonna be
too
an
much of
action
her
star.
to have a fight scene. Yeah, it's a little too big, and I think like Mia, like Jordana Brewster could have done that, but then like, hey, you know what? No, you got to kick some ass too. Okay,
Yeah.
well,
She did. She had her fight scene with Michelle Rodriguez. I think what was it, the 7th or 8th one? It's like her, Letty,
Oh,
and
they
then
fight
Kareem
together.
later.
that's right.
Yeah,
I thought it was like they never fought, but you went
I
together.
would say I've
That
only
was-
seen the
yeah.
first.
Together.
I've only seen the first 3 all the way through.
Oh, really?
Those the only. I've only seen
Oh,
the first 3 all
man.
the way through.
Ken,
Other
about
ones
a
I've
left
cut
turn.
scenes.
you
Like
need
I
to
know
watch.
in Fast 5 Rio Heist, I've seen that. I've seen like the ending of that one a couple times because a friend of mine really loves it, but I've never sat. So it's like I know things that will happen. I know unfortunately we do get Gina Carano at one point, but we also get Ronda Rousey, which I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know.
it was she was
Better
really
than
good.
Gina
in it.
Carano.
Yeah.
She kicked,
I mean,
Especially in hindsight.
Yeah. No, okay, so Fast and Furious movies 1 through 4, they're trying to be as grounded as they can. 4
They
is
are-
when they start attempting at it, but 5 is when they said, fuck it, bring in The Rock. And then that's when that's when Fast and Furious movies turn to what we know now.
Yeah, 5 is the typical. 4 sets it up. You're right. 4
Yeah.
where they start to dip their toe in because they have the big thing where it goes off the cliff and they jump up. It's like, well, that wasn't realistic, but it's the one thing.
I don't know. I'm gonna say, having rewatched 2, I'm gonna say 2 is where they started, where you jump a car from a dock to a boat that's, I don't know, half a
Fucking
mile away
easy.
from the dock.
Fucking easy.
It's
What are you
it's
talking
amazing.
about?
It's still pretty.
I'm
awesome.
just saying, this is where you start getting some of those
Easy.
first stunts.
Yeah.
And I mean, and you get Tay Diggs. I mean,
Yeah, but
Who?
in Fast,
sorry,
too
no, I'm
fast,
mixing people up.
Ludacris,
No, not Ludacris.
Racist
Um,
motherfucker.
Tyrese.
Tyrese.
Yes.
so
sorry.
Too Fast, Too Furious, the stunts were a lot bigger than Fast and
Well,
Furious. And that
half the
makes
movie
sense.
was CGI though.
Yeah, well, was it really?
John Singleton was like, "Give me the worst CGI
I
artist."
totally
of
forgot
the
John
2000s.
Singleton directed part 2. Oh
Well,
my
how do you think Tyrese
God.
got in the
That makes-
franchise?
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Oh.
This
Well,
is
I
back
was
when
gonna
Tyrese was doing Baby Boy and was like
Oh.
the shit. He was probably
Separate
the
podcast. Separate podcast.
I'm just saying. I
Wait,
think
no,
this is a
we're
house.
talking about
This
the
is a
first
House
two.
of Wax situation.
No. I mean, Baby Boy.
Oh, okay.
Baby Boy separate podcast.
Okay, I'll make sure we put that on the document for next week, for a couple weeks. The Baby
Yeah.
Boy podcast will definitely get this.
You don't want to get to it.
Man, forget this shit. Cuz I got heat for niggas like you.
Jody, that's enough.
Nigga, you need to move. I told you don't fuck with that nigga. wanna fuck with a nigga, right? I try to be a good motherfucking nigga, but I can't be because little bitch ass niggas like you wanna fuck with me. You wanna fuck with a nigga, right? You want a nigga who got 2 strikes on him to go to jail for life, motherfucker. That's what you want. Fucking unbelievable.
You don't. It's so bad.
All
But
right.
it does have Snoop Dogg. And Vin Rames, so
And Snoop Dogg did not know he was in it either.
That's what he does.
yeah, they basically John Singleton gets a hold of this, brings Tyrese over from his other projects. This is I want to say this is kind of like the prequel to what's his name? The guy that's always working with Michael B. Jordan. The director. Yes. This is Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan, but the Walmart version of it, or the 99-cent store version of it.
Oh,
John Singleton and Tyrese. I got a movie. Get in here.
I mean, that's also the Burton and Depp thing too. Like you get an actor, you get a director. Like they come part and parcel. Like I got Kevin Smith. We got Kevin Smith,
DiCaprio.
Yeah,
and Scorsese, De Niro before that. Yeah.
But so that's how we get this, and then we get Evan Menendez in this as well. Cole Hauser.
Oh God, as the villain.
He looks entirely different now. I've seen him. Is he on this? What is that big Yellowstone? He looks like a Yellowstone.
He does.
Like, extra or something.
He looks like he should be on Yellowstone.
I had to remind myself.
He looks like a Yellowstone.
It's like
look at a picture of him.
That feels like a dig, but it's also accurate as fuck. So it's like
yes,
he is on Yellowstone.
I knew it.
Yeah. There you go. That makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
Oh my God.
He definitely is a.
He definitely looks like
see
he'd
him,
be on Yellowstone,
right? It's hard to buy him as a what was he, a Colombian Argentinian?
Yeah, he kind of channels his inner Pacino in this.
That was a little bit of an issue there for some, rightfully so.
Too Fast, Too Furious is a movie that is so forgettable. Like the only thing I remember about.
How dare you?
Okay, maybe like what? If you guys watched it recently to prepare for the show, before you watched it, did you have it fresh in your mind? Like the plot points, not the sexy people.
Not the sexy people.
The people. Yeah, you're right. I knew the people.
No, like there's the ejector
movie?
buttons. Yeah, there's okay. Yeah, also it is a Fast and Furious movie, so the sexy people that's the movie. So there's that kind of takes away from it. But like the ejector button and stuff, like that's always been in my head. Ava Mendes.
To be honest with you, the only thing I'd really forgotten about it, and when I started watching, it was like this was a thing. Was that Suki character? Like, wasn't she like some model or whatever? I had completely forgotten about her in the entire movie. She had
like a moment because she was in Sin City too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Brian's brought in, like he's captured and brought in by his old agent Bilks or whatever.
Yeah.
Like all that stuff is in my head. Like I remember that stuff, and like he's like, well, you know, tell you what, I'll accept it on one exception. I get to make my own team, and he gets his old friend who's like just a complete out of left field. Like given, I'm not saying it's a good story. It's just kind of funny. He's like, oh yeah, no, I do have a history of stealing cars. It was with friends. I'm gonna pull him in for this movie. It's out of nowhere, but I remember that movie.
Well, see, that's the interesting part, though. Having watched both of them, they do say that Dom looked him up, and I wonder if he just happened to have that criminal record, or if the police actually did some due diligence and gave him a backstory, other than just changing his name.
But it's also like looked him up. This is 2001. Like he just like went on Google. Like what did he do?
No, he has Jeeves, you son of a bitch.
Fair enough. Yeah, he's like
Jeeves. I got a buddy I need to look up.
Yeah.
He's a dog pile.
That's you, Vince. Go look it up.
Back in the day, Ken, I don't know if you remember this, but protection
he's a cop, man.
There wasn't so much internet protection. We didn't care. We didn't protect our identity. It was so easy just to be like, "Hi, I'm Brian. I need to know more about me." Oh, well, here you go, Brian. Here's all your information.
Basically,
he's like, "All right, I need to get his info. ASL. What is?" No,
or maybe
just only one of a certain rage knows what that is. But anyways,
maybe he assigned Jesse
Dom definitely had a buddy.
Oh right, Jesse
in the DMV.
Oh yeah,
and that was the person.
He literally says Jesse looked him up.
Okay, does he?
Oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Jesse should have gone to MIT or something. I forgot.
Yeah. But with his schematics and stuff.
The DMV does have it. Like that does feel like he probably would have had a friend there, like to register stolen cars. That makes sense.
Yeah.
He wasn't stealing cars.
I
Trucks.
mean,
Ken, trucks. Stay focused.
Now that they get that, okay. Once he's stolen the truck, he needs to change the VIN number or whatnot.
But he'd
So
never
he's got some-
steal a car. He wins cars.
And takes him to the
Cars are
sandwich shop.
family.
Do you think he stole the cars they used for the heist, or do you think he bought those cars for the heist?
I think he won those cars.
Ooh.
I think
Oh.
he won those- yeah.
I think he won them
That's
all.
the way to do is to win the cars. That way there's no trail.
But
you
they
have to
all look
register me your
exactly
name.
the same.
He,
Can you
that's yes.
Yeah.
Just imagining him going places, going, that car. What? We're racing for that car. I don't want to race. We're racing for that car.
He has a wrench in his hand for some reason. Like, all right. Jesus Christ. I feel
And
like
then-
you stole the car. No, I beat you fair.
Vince is there. You want to race me? Yeah, I just want to race. He's a cop, man. No, I'll race you. I don't. Why? What do you keep?
God
the
damn
problem
it,
is
Vince. That's your
Johnny
answer to
believed it because
everything.
He says everyone's a cop.
That's
Yes.
across the board.
I'd like to. Hey, the pizza delivery here. That's a cop, man.
Cop!
That's that one pizza delivery guy who's pulling up to the race, who's inconvenienced by the race
Hey
from
guys,
Pizza Hut.
I went
Pick
to
up your-
visit my
That's-
grandma.
that's
This is
right,
my
you told me to
grandma
go
over
over
here.
She's a
He's a cop.